Welcome back to Modern Fossil. Last time, our client is the client.
Yo, that shit rocked my world.
Of Shelly the Killer.
I was like on the way over, I'm like recapping everything in my head. I'm like, oh my god, that motherfucker.
That motherfucker.
Fucking Matt on guard.
Oh,
is that motherfucker?
It was the motherfucker. Oh my
It's
god.
like he went from hey dude to hey dude.
Hey dude. I know I was a nice, happy-go-lucky guy, but unfortunately, you're playing an anime game.
Right. It actually sucks though, because I liked him.
Yeah.
I liked him. And it's like, you know.
And then that joke comes in, you're like, oh, hold on. Wait, it's like, the starting line of this case, that's what he said. And we're gonna continue. Right now. Well, right. What are you going to do? If you plan on changing your strategy...
No! You can't do that.
That's right. He's holding Maya hostage.
What? What should I do?
That's not something I can answer for you.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Right. Only you can decide where to go from here. 1 year ago, at that time, I didn't truly understand what a prosecutor was. That is why I had to leave the prosecutor's office. I felt that I couldn't stand the court of law until I knew what a prosecutor really was. And now, right, it's your turn.
My turn?
What is this thing called a lawyer? What can you do as one? You must find the answer. You must find it on your own.
It took you a year to find a dictionary?
Edwin, you could just Google it, man. Okay. I can't present anything. No!
I'm a lawyer. But to fight for someone who is clearly a killer? Matt On Guard? That man is really... Ah!
It doesn't matter who. Every person deserves a proper defense and a fair trial. Isn't that the basis of our judicial system?
Proper defense? But what exactly is that? Is it where a lawyer forcibly and blindly gets an acquittal through shouting and trickery?
Ironic that you, of all people, should say such a thing. Is that exactly how you have fought for your clients up until now?
Well, that may be true, but that's because I believe my clients to be innocent from the bottom of my heart. But if I were to get On Guard and acquittal, that isn't a proper defense at all. I became a lawyer because I thought I could save people who were suffering and in pain. When I look at this mess we're in, I can't even protect the person closest to me. Even if I win the case, I still lose in the end. I just don't know what to do.
Right. Would you get a hold of yourself? You have it all wrong.
Huh?
We aren't some sort of heroes. We're only human, you and I. We want to save someone. That's something easier said than done, wouldn't you say? You're a defense attorney. You can't run away from that. You can only fight. That's all you can do.
That's all I can do? People like you and Franziska von Karma are always using all you have to pin me down. You fight to the very end, even when you know the truth is not with you. But I'm not like you. I can't fight for a false verdict, for a man I clearly know to be guilty.
Franziska, she fights for herself. The only thing she fights for is her perfect win record. That's all.
And? Isn't that the same as you? Isn't that why you ran away a year ago? Because your precious win record was destroyed? You're so petty!
I see. Now I understand why you despise me so. However, you are mistaken.
What do you...
Thanks to you, when you sealed off my path to a perfect win record, I began to realize the error in my ways. At least that things such as a perfect record were meaningless.
What? I don't believe you. Are you saying that is why you left the prosecutor's office? But then why? Why are you here now?
The answer to that is something you will find out on your own. I have faith you will see it before the verdict is read tomorrow. But if you can't, then you will be powerless to change the ending of the story.
Holy shit. Oh, fuck.
Miss Nick, just Eva.
I'm sorry for what happened earlier. Now then, Mr. Attorney, do you wager you could obtain an acquittal tomorrow? My, what is the matter, Mr. Attorney? I don't sense your usual anger this time.
Tell me, please, why are you holding Maya hostage for Mr. Onguard's sake? Why are you doing this for that cold-blooded killer?
Right. Please don't misunderstand things. He is my client.
Don't toy with me! A man who hires an assassin is just as much of a killer himself!
I believe you were asking me for a reason as to why I'm doing what I am.
Yeah.
This is what I like to call my aftercare.
What the heck is aftercare?
My name carries a certain amount of honor and dignity, Mr. Attorney. I take great care to ensure that no suspicion falls upon my clients for my handiwork. That is what is called a client relations, and is part of an assassin's duty.
An assassin's duty?
We were unlucky this time and my client was arrested as a suspect. As a result, I did what I had to do to enlist your expert help, Mr. Attorney, and to ensure that you would do everything in your power to the very end.
What is your name?
I believe I told you once before. However,
You did, but...
my name is the Killer. Shelly the Killer. You're Shelly the Killer! Please keep in mind you do not have much space to maneuver with me. As the Killer, I always finish what I set out to do. If you fail to keep up your end of the bargain,
Maya!
it would be my duty as an assassin to see to it that she receives a nice long nap.
Ah! No!
Now then, if you'll excuse me, if someone were to trace this signal back to me, it will be quite troublesome.
Damn cat.
It's Maya! It's Maya!
I don't know what to say.
Edgeworth.
Hmm?
Did you hear that? At the end of that transmission.
Huh? Oh, that. It sounded like a cut.
A cat?
It can't be. That cat. Can it?
What is it?
I think I know where Shelly the Killer is holding Maya hostage. Edgeworth! Have all police units headed for On Guard Mansion immediately.
Alright, you hurry over as well then.
Don't lose hope yet, Pearls. The fight has only just begun.
Yeah.
I can't hear that from now. No, I don't want to hear anybody's story. Hey, man, on guard. Oh. Okay, well, I guess we're going to talk to Miss Andrews.
What the hell?
Yeah.
What? We're doing this now?
No!
Oh, thank God.
I want to go, get me over there to the house over, we're here.
shit.
Maya!
Please answer us! Miss Maya!
Maya!
We have this area completely surrounded. There's no way for him to escape.
Maya!
Assuming he's still in the area.
I can't believe it! That butler, all this time, he was the killer! Maya!
He and On Guard were working together all this time.
Maya!
I'm sure they worked out a contingency plan ahead of time.
Maya! Oh my god, they turned her into a bear.
Figurine of a bear!
Maya, can you hear me?
But there's a lot of cuts in it for some reason.
Figurine!
A wooden bear-shaped figurine. It's covered in many thin cuts.
A bear? Isn't that more of a thing for Mr. Kurita? Why would something like this be here?
Right, look down. There's a little pet door installed here.
I'm sure that's for Shu.
Do you think that this came through that little door?
Door! It's locked!
Well, I'm pretty used to breaking doors down by now. Let's go, Edgeworth. Holy shit. Ah! There's no one here!
From the looks of this room, I would say this is On Guard's private lounge. Look at this right.
An antenna for sending and receiving radio signals and a VCR! Check inside the deck! If there's a tape, it would be an important piece of evidence! If we're lucky, we'll have the moment the crime was committed recorded on it.
I'm sorry, but the tape deck is empty. There's no tape to be found.
Oh,
But there's no mistake that someone used this to record something. It looks like someone took the tape we were looking for and escaped with it.
We've searched all over, but it looks like he got away.
I'm sorry. Looks like he slipped out of our grasp this time.
And now, we've lost our only lead.
Don't give up yet. That little girl is looking to you to be her pillar.
Yeah, you're right.
We're close. I can tell. We've already set up a checkpoints along every route leading out of this district. Leave the rest to us.
Maya? This looks like a picture of Miss Impex. With love, Celeste.
Miss Impacts? You mean,
Yes, Mr. Kurita's former manager.
why would a picture of Miss Impacts be here in Mr. Angard's mansion?
And why does it say with love? This might be a clue.
Celeste's photo found at On Guard Mansion with love. Celeste is written on it.
Ah!
What's wrong, Pearls?
Please let me see that picture frame.
Huh? What's so special about the frame?
On the back. There's something written on the back of the frame. Maya. It's Mrs. Maya. She left us a message.
What?
I thought you'd come. I knew you would. Now listen up. You better get On Guard a guilty sentence, okay? If you get that creepy slime bag and not guilty, I'll never forgive you. Ever. I'm fine, so you don't need to worry. There's so much I want to write, but I don't think I have a lot of time left. Pearly, you're there too, right? Make sure you help Nick, okay? Someone's gotta watch out for the helpless lug. And that's it for now, Nick. I guess I'll talk to you guys later.
She wrote all that on the frame?
That's... Ah!
Fight! What's wrong? Why the blank stare?
Oh, nothing.
Chip, right? This wine is like 40 years old! Oh my god! We hit the jackpot,
It's
right?
a fortune.
We searched the house. This is the last room. Looks like he eluded us.
Diluted us. Holy shit. Edgeworth,
Yes?
as far as clues go, I think this is about all I'm gonna get. But I'm still short on one last thing.
And what is that? I don't know what that means, right?
Miss Andrews' psych lock. If I could just find out what secret she's holding.
But what are you missing, right? What are you... Why are you
No
just,
fucking clue.
why are you just staring at me?
Then I think I stand a chance in court tomorrow. To blow this case wide open and expose the truth.
I think I know what you're thinking. I'll contact the detention center.
Thanks, Edgeworth. Well, let's go, Pearls. It's time to open that last lock and fucking stop crying, you piece of shit. Jesus Christ.
Good evening, Mr. Wright. What's wrong? You look ill.
Miss Andrews, I have come to remove your cyclone.
Cyclone?
I want to know, and you will tell me your secret.
Are you flirting with me? What does that mean? Fine, go ahead. Try to break me. If you can.
Oh, I'll break you all right. Lean back and... Can you please tell me why you framed Mr. OnGuard for the murder?
I've already told you countless times. Because I thought Matt was the killer.
No, that's not it. I know you have a personal reason to dislike Mr. OnGuard. Miss Andrews, you may think I didn't hear it, but I know you said something earlier. You said... revenge.
You're saying I was taking my revenge out on Matt, and that's why? What an absurd idea. I don't have anything I want to take revenge for.
Miss Andrews, a woman who lives by being dependent on other people, there's something or someone in her past that would make her take revenge. Miss Impacts.
Celeste.
There's only one catalyst that could cause such strong feelings and even revenge. And that is Miss Impacts' suicide.
What are you trying to say? Celeste was Juan's manager. On top of that, the one who hit her suicide note was also Juan. What does all this have to do with Matt?
You're right. You haven't mentioned him. Yet. But for you to hate Mr. OnGuard, it would mean that he must have had some relation to Miss Impacts and her suicide.
You explain to me this relation between Celeste and Matt?
Oh, I sure can. Because they were fuck-a-luck-a-luckin'.
Well, yeah, but how do you prove that?
I know they were fuck-a-luck-a-luckin' because of... that fucking picture.
Okay.
Says love, yeah. This is a photo of Miss Impacts. Correct. She looks younger than when she passed away, though. With love, Celeste. This is Miss Impacts' handwriting, isn't it?
Where did you find this? No, that's alright. It was a rhetorical question.
Yeah, it is. I found this at Mr. OnGuard's mansion.
And after all this time, the last remaining secret has been revealed. Celeste, she was supposed to get married to Juan.
Yes, but I heard that it didn't work out.
Because Mr. Kurita didn't want to get married to us anymore, right?
Yes, because of Matt.
Because Mr. OnGuard? What do you mean?
I think I can see where this is going.
Celeste, was Matt's manager a long time ago. She was the happiest woman in the world at the time. I was working part-time back then, and I often saw the two of them together.
So that's why...
Oh, it's
Same exact, yeah.
Just happened to picture right there.
Wait, yeah, like just
It's security cam
out,
footage.
They just come out. Yeah.
with love, Celeste is written on the frame of that picture.
They were a couple, weren't they?
Was anything as splendid as that? Celeste was being used. Toyed with until she was thrown away.
It's horrible.
That entire image is built around how nice and wonderful of a man he is. A scandal would have destroyed that. Which is why Celeste, in her kindness, moved over to Worldwide Studios, and that is where she met Juan. She seemed really happy with him, even happier than when she was with Matt. Celeste and Juan was such a good match that they were even planning to get married. And then it was suddenly called off. The night Juan called their marriage off, Celeste, she killed herself. And that's why my friend Matt is revenge for Celeste and for myself. I'm sure even you can guess why Juan called the wedding off, right? Matt confessed to Juan about his relationship with Celeste.
I see. So that's what happened.
Then why did Mr. Kalita have to call off the wedding? I don't understand at all.
It's probably because of his worthless male pride. Juan and Matt were always fierce rivals. Matt waited for the wedding announcement and then unleashed the truth on Juan. He was aiming for when it would hurt Juan the most.
Miss Impact.
That wasn't the end of it. That day, I'm almost certain that Celeste left a suicide note behind. And in that note, she left a detailed account of Matt's various misdeeds, and so that she would never again be hurt by Matt, she chose to die. Then, when Juan discovered her body, he hid her note.
Why would he do that?
It's simple. Juan realized that note was a powerful weapon against Matt, and it would be especially damaging to his refreshing like a spring breeze image. In any case, with his pride hurt, Juan sought revenge.
Revenge. There's that word again.
Juan wanted to publicly disclose the contents of that suicide note. At a time that would cause Matt the most damage, of course.
And that was at the press conference after the stage show.
I know all about it. I heard about it, heard it all from Juan. So I could find out about all this that I drew close to Juan to begin with. They're quite a pair of hideous monsters, aren't they? Even Celeste's death was something for them to use in their game. That night, when I found Juan's body, it was only natural that I thought the murderer was Matt. Those two were always spying on one another, after all. As for me, I was frantically searching for Celeste's suicide note. I wanted to destroy it before it ever went public. I was going to burn it. I'd even brought a lighter. But I couldn't find the suicide note. That's when revenge crossed my mind. Yes, I was going to bring them to my own kind of cruel revenge. Celeste was killed by those two monsters. So when I stabbed Juan's body with that knife, I didn't feel a single shred of guilt. That's all I have to say. Well, Mr. Wright, even knowing all of this, are you still going to help that man?
I'm a lawyer.
I see. What a foul profession.
Thank you very much for your time and for talking with me.
was no big deal. I couldn't sleep anyway.
I can't sleep either. Not with my situation or with what I know now.
I'm gonna go to the final trial.
On the next episode of Modern Puzzle Phoenix Friday's Eternity Justice for All. Turnabout.
Farewell, my turnabout.
Farewell, my turnabout. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment below. Hit that bell so you're notified every time that we drop an episode, which is every month.
Wait, media lights? I didn't realize we were gonna go do this thing. Hey, credit scene.
How did I get into this mess?
That's you?
That's far enough. You can't run
The
forever.
judge? Remember? This is the first
Mr.
cutscene
Phoenix,
of the game.
right? Oh, I don't remember this. Oh, right. Oh, I forgot about this. God, this is throwing me off.
What? What have I done wrong?
I cannot allow you to go on like this.
But I'm just a simple defense attorney.
Silence! You are no longer worthy of your title.
I've had this dream before. Someplace, some time ago. As if this day was written into my destiny. Today I'll stand in court as a lawyer. To prove a killer innocent.
On the next episode.
On the next episode.
All comes full circle. Of course. Yes. Until next time.
Until next time.
Goodbye.
Yeah, so in the last week, my cat's face exploded.
What?
No, I mean that quite literally. She is alive, but she had this huge growth on her chin, like probably the size of like a plum.
Uh-huh.
And it exploded. It blew up and it splattered on the wall. And we had to take her to the vet, and they had to cut it open, drain it out, all this. So having to give her antibiotics, steroids every day, and clean the wound. Had to cover the couch because she was literally leaking, and they're like, yeah, it needs to leak and it can't scab. So we're like, wow, this is just grand.
Mm-hmm.
And then Friday night, I'm like, oh, I got a free pass to the Moxie. I'm gonna spend my Friday night, the end of my week, the end of my tough week, at the Moxie. I'm gonna go see Decision to Leave, all right, which is a Korean movie, all right, for context to the listeners. So subtitled. Well, long story short, I kind of get turned around because the sign to the Moxie was out, so I couldn't even see where it was. So I was a couple minutes late. I get in there. I'm like, has it started? Like, maybe the first couple minutes. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. So I get into the theater, and yeah, sure enough, the movie's going. I'm like, great. Well, this sucks. Then I start to notice people getting up. I'm like, what? Why are people getting up? And then coming back. I see people whispering, and then like I start paying attention to the screen. I'm like, oh, the subtitles aren't matching up at all. So then a couple minutes go by, and then movie stops, lights come up, and a worker comes out and says, sorry guys, I'm sure you noticed the subtitles aren't matching up. We're gonna fix it, and then we're gonna restart the movie. So at first I'm like, well, I'm lucky. Now I get to start over. Like, that's great, right?
Watching 2 movies for the price of 1.
But then they started over, and it's still messed up. So slowly but surely, people start walking out. And then people start leaving. There's like 3 couples. They all leave. And then it's just 4 people there by themselves, including myself. And I'm like, you know what? They're going to get this fixed. No big deal.
I see only one obvious solution, and that is to learn Korean.
Yes. And you know what? I was like, you know what? I'm just going to try to understand this movie without words. So I'm just watching it. Turns out this movie's very weird. So it's like I kind of need these words to understand the context because it's like bouncing around. So anyway, I'm like, all right.
I mean, like films are a visual art.
Oh,
form,
I know. It visual, but man, like this one needed a little bit of context because I didn't understand the relationship, the characters, or anything because it's very obscure. But anyway, so I'm like, all right, I'll wait this out, you know. And they end up just playing the movie, even though it's messed up, and don't pause it or anything. So eventually, I'm like, okay, this is taking too long. I was in there for 50 minutes with this not working. I'm like, no, can't do this now. So I get up, give me a free pass, give me some a free popcorn pass. I'm like, no big deal. Get back to my car in a parking garage, pull out. What? My shifter breaks. My shifter won't work. It'll only go to park. Yeah, so then it was 28 degrees. I get out. I pull out of my parking spot. So I'm taking up the whole area. People coming in, people exiting. There was like some maneuvering that had to happen big time. I had to direct traffic. And, yeah, my warranty, I call the warranty number. They're like, yeah, it turns out you've never had an account. Although I know that's not true. I know that's not true because it's the same number, same company I called when I locked my keys in my car the day I was here.
You
This
probably
year.
should have mentioned that, you know.
Listen, man, it happened. All right, it happened, and
You did it 5 times in a row.
no, this is true. This is true. And they're like, oh no, we've never seen an account. I'm like, that's not true. So anyway, they call a tow truck. It takes 45 minutes. I'm out in the cold for 45 minutes because I can't get in the car or anything like that because I have to direct traffic of everybody, and it's a Friday night. So a lot of people are coming and going. You know what? It's all right. You know? It's all right. Oh, and then my favorite fighter, you know, because I'm a big UFC fan, got knocked out last night.
Because of you.
I honestly might be.
Okay.
It's been. I've learned the definition of tumultuous.
Yeah.
It's been a tumultuous week.
Yeah, that post-game interview is like, you know, I thought I was going to win that fight, but that goddamn Mac Best.
Fucking Midwestern movie reviewer.
Yeah. I heard his review on Black Adam, and I'm like, oh my god.
Oh, God. But anyway,
Yeah.
you know, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? I get my car back on Monday. Thank God.
How did you get here?
I had to borrow my dad's truck.
Okay.
I know, dude. I know.
Like, no wonder you were late. You had to walk here.
yeah. When I say I'm running late, I mean I'm actually running. Yeah, but hey, it's all good. It is all good. Oh, I've also had like $800 in unexpected finances show up in the last week as well. I swear to God. Well, one being the $125 tow truck fee. One being personal property taxes that I was never made aware of because I didn't have to file for it the first year. And then I had to renew my license and stuff. Wasn't that much. And then there was something else. I can't remember. But, you know, hey. It's all good.
I did order like 6 packages off of Amazon with your card. That's probably where the rest came in. But hey.
It's all good.
We're going to have some pool noodles.
Yeah.
It's going to be great.
Pool noodles.
Yep. Ordered some. I ordered like 50 of them.
Okay.
This entire room is going to be filled with them.
Alrighty.
Yeah. With your card. So it's a good investment, I would say.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.